Yes, Narendra, you asked this question, right? What does emp mean? Emp means nothing, but let me tell you. So emp means nothing, but it will change the meaning. Where, for example, you have this verb phelan. Do you know what phelan means, Narendra?
A feeling?
No.
Not.
Phelan means, when you are in a meeting, there is always someone who does not join the call,
Okay.
right? So
Miss. Okay.
let's say in this call, let's say if there is a person, Raj. If I want to say Raj is not there, Raj is missing, so I will say Raj failed. He's not
Okay.
there. Failed. Phelan. Okay. Now, if I
Okay.
this is the meaning of phelan. To miss, to be missing. Failed. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say you all want to go on Sunday to some place, and you decide to meet at the train station, and there are six of you, and only four of you show up. That means two guys did not show up. So Raj
Mm-hmm.
and Baj, Phelan. Okay, they are not there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
notice
Felt
here it
for
is.
one person and failing for multiple.
Yeah, because because it's not like that, because this is plural, right? The subject is plural,
Okay.
right? So if you have to use, like, this is, if you have to use a pronoun for it, you will use z. So
Okay.
ich fehle, du fails, rsc failed, ihr failed, and for everything else it is fehlen. Please learn the conjugation,
Ah.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So now this is fehlen, right? Let's talk about now. If I add the, so you have fehlen over here. Now, if I word the sound of M before it, what do you think it means?
Um. Phelan. Okay.
It will change the meaning completely. Anyone knows, Rishabh,
Yeah.
Marina?
Recommendation, doctor's
Recommendation.
recommendation
It
or
means
any
to recommend. Yeah, the meaning changes completely. Okay.
Okay.
So the sound M itself has no meaning, but when it added to with another verb, the meaning changes completely. Okay. For
Mm-hmm.
example,
Yeah.
this one right? Arbeiten.
Yeah.
So
Working.
if I add the sound Bay, what do you think it means?
Now it changed the meaning.
Yeah. What do you think you when you
Um.
it's called, it means editing, to edit.
Okay.
Okay.
Editor. Editing.
Not editor, just edit. It's a verb, right?
Edit.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, so I told you that, whenever you see these prefixes, you can be sure that they are mostly separable. These ones not separable. Now, but of course there are always exceptions. For example, durch, hinter, über, unter. They can be sometimes separable, sometimes not separable. So, be careful. Is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. You have to be careful with them. Let's continue. So So these hints are useful when you're beginning to learn German. You can go through these slides, at least once every second day, as long as you are with me. What is more important is that you start reading and then you start noticing. Okay. If I do this 4 a.m. test. If you really do this 4 a.m. test with me, I will not be able to give you this list because I don't remember them anymore, and also I don't need them anymore. If you give me a verb, there's a chance that I have already heard it, and I know whether it is separable or not. Okay, so even I don't remember this list because it's not relevant. It was relevant when I was learning, but now it's not. And I was a beginner, not anymore. So we discussed all 5 points. Let's talk about. So the
what were
exercise is.
outliers?
Yeah.
What were outliers in the third point?
Here, right? Wait. These were the outliers. Durch, hinter, über, unter.
Means
Sorry.
what? What does it mean?
It
Outliers.
means that uh, whenever you see them in front of a verb, that verb may be separable, may not be separable. So with,
Okay,
with
please can you
some
give an
verbs they will be
example?
separable. With some verbs they will not be separable.
Can you give an example, please?
Yeah, good question. Let me think.
So it's like Unter. Unter means there is one place in Germany. It's called Unterrath. So the
No, no, no. It's a
Unterrath
noun. No,
and
you cannot
Oberrath.
confuse verbs with nouns. Unterrath is a noun, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Let me think if I can think of an example. So
These are
umgehen.
also these are also local preposition, right?
These are
Durch,
not
hinter,
prepositions. No,
über.
no, 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 Rishabh. We are not talking. These are, yes, they are also prepositions, but it's better not to confuse two topics. So the same verb
Okay,
can
okay, okay,
can have different utilities, but now we are only talking about prefixes. So here they have no
okay,
meaning.
okay,
Okay. On this slide,
okay.
these words have no meaning whatsoever. Make sense?
Yeah,
Okay. So here, nak has no meaning whatsoever. On the previous slide, when we were talking about time, there nak had a meaning. Here, nak has no meaning. Make sense?
okay. Yeah, sure. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think I can give you examples. I should prepare you this for the next session, I believe. I can't think of examples where. So, Uber, I can think of, for example, Uber, because it's not a good example for at 8 a.m. in the morning, but Übergeben, this is not separable, So, Übergeben means to, when you eat something bad and your stomach does not, feel like taking care of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, no
Uh,
worries. We can do it later in the
Sorry?
next session.
Yeah, we can do it
We
next.
can do it in the next.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Uh, let's talk about, so we will do these exercises on this. So one thing I will exercise, we'll look at exercises how you can use exercise examples and exercises on Trennbare Verben. But for now, let's continue with the grammar topic. So learn to use the, not preposition, it's preposition, right? It's not it's preposition, not preposition, in sentences and questions. So Rishabh, I think your throat is better. Please read the sentence for me.
Yeah, sure. Das Geschenk ist für meine
Not
Mutter.
Geschenk,
Mutter.
Geschenk.
Oh, sorry. Geschenk. Das Geschenk ist für meine Mutter.
Yes. So meaning is obvious, like das Geschenk, Rishabh, Geschenk meaning
Gift. For the
gift,
gift.
right? And of course, it's obvious, it's for my mother. You know, you may think of this few when you think of English for. What is wrong with my English? You may think of this German few. You can just think this English for, but it's not always. Not always. Most of the times you are right. So whenever you want to say for, go with few, but not always. Okay. Let's talk about. So for example, here it is das Geschenk ist für meine Mutter. Das Geschenk ist für ihn. What does it mean, Rishabh?
The gift is for him.
Him, right? If it is, if I want to say her,
Uh, should we sie? No.
yes, sie, right? So after few, whenever you use few, the so if after few it can be a noun. Just remember this. After few, whatever is there, it will be in accusative form. What is accusative? What is nominative? Dative? We'll discuss this in the next session. But for now, just accept, as like, remember this rule. After few, whatever you have, it will be in accusative format. Okay. This rule holds true even if the object contains an article and a noun. For example, here it was just a preposition. Sorry, here the object was just so the object after few was just a pronoun. Here after few, the object was a noun and an article, right? A possessive article. So if it was farter over here, you would have said mine and farter because it is accusative. We'll talk about this just for now. As except remember this rule that after few, whatever you have, it will be in accusative form. Mm, so the reason, for example, if you want to say for whom is the gift, right? So no, you have who as where, and where in accusative form becomes vain. This may sound confusing. So if you want to say for who is the gift, you actually say whom, right? So fewer where, so where in accusative becomes vain. You will eventually have to learn accusative and dative of almost every word that you learn, every noun that you know. But the reason, this, if you keep talking, you will know that it when to use when and when to use where. Any questions, please ask. Before we talk about what is accusative, please remember these forms. So these are the pronouns, personal pronouns in nominative form, and these are the ones in accusative form. What is good about this is that Z remains Z, okay? S also remains S. So you just have to remember ish, do, air, via, and ia. So ish becomes mish, do becomes dish, air becomes in, via becomes uns, ia becomes oish. Okay. Florina, can you read this table for me like this? Ish, mish, do, dish, air, in, zizi.
Yeah, Rohit. Ishmish Dutish are in
Not are,
uh,
air. To
in
be more better, you just say air. Don't even say the sound of
uh,
r. Yeah.
okay. In CC SS wir uns ihr euch
Oik, you can say depending on where you live, but I think it's better to go with oish.
euch sorry ihr euch CC.
Yeah. Not so you are saying C. The English, it's not C, it's Z.
Sie okay,
So
okay.
one more time, read the table.
Ja. Ich mich, du dich, ihr ihn, sie, es, wir uns, ihr euch, sie.
Yes. So please remember, please pass the 4 a.m. test. Remember this table for me. We'll talk about what is accusative and so on, but this table you have to remember. So ish becomes mish in accusative, do becomes dish in accusative. Z, all three Z remain the same. Okay.
So if I want to say I have a letter for you, so I can say ich habe einen Brief für dich, right?
With dish, or you can say few Z, depending on like whether you're being formal or informal, or whether you're talking to singular or more than one person.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can say that. Yeah. What well, what I want you to learn today. Okay, we will have a separate session where we talk about using words dan danak. We'll talk about this later. I think I'll use this topic for even though this is A1, I will teach you something from B1. It's nothing wrong in learning something about your level. So I don't think we should cover. Okay, yeah, something that you can do. This is a homework for the next session. We'll talk about past tense. Uh, like how to. So far you have only been framing sentences in present tense. In the next session, we'll try to learn how to say things in past tense. Before we do that, I want you to do this homework, like learn something. So you know the verb sein and you know the verb haben, okay? And you know the conjugation for sein as well, right? So ich bin, du bist, sie, es ist, ihr seid, wir sind, sie sind, sie sind, right? The same for haben. Ich habe, du hast, sie, es hat, ihr habt, wir haben, sie haben, right? Please, this is the presence, like, preteritum is kind of past tense. Please learn this table as well. So ich war, if you want to say I am, so it is ich bin. If you want to say I was, you will say ich war. And to be honest, it's not that difficult. If you look at it, preteritum is easier to remember than presence, right? So because here, it sort of, ich bin becomes ist becomes sein. Here it is very simple. War, ich war, du warst, sie es war, ihr wart, and these three are waren. Also, when you look at preteritum of haben, hatte, hattest, hatte, hattet, hatten. So you actually only have to remember for ish, do, LZS. So for ish you have to remember, for do you have to remember, LZS it's the same. Ia you have to remember, and for via ZZ it's the same one. You have to remember this table the next time we meet on Monday. Please do this. You have to pass the 4 a.m. test with this table. Any questions about this table?
No, all clear.
Yeah? Question?
No, all clear.
Okay, all clear. Thank you. What I want you to do, you can, there are different ways to learn a language, okay? The best way to learn a language is to be very selfish. Don't try to learn how to order a meal in a restaurant. Don't try to learn how to order something online. You don't go to restaurant every day. You don't order something online every day. Focus on something that you do every day. You know. So, for example, just focus on your timeline. This was the homework from one of the previous slides, the last session, right? To see if you can, uh, for example, now that you know that there are Trennbare Verben. So, for example, aufstehen, to wake up is a Trennbare Verb. So, ich stehe 8 Uhr auf. Ich stehe auf, I wake up. Ich stehe 8 Uhr auf. Von 9 Uhr bis 33 Uhr arbeite ich. Now you can, start making a timeline of your day. And now you know verbs. You also know Trennbare Verb. You also know modal verb. Okay. So you can start, you can expand your timeline, add more things. Okay. Because you now also can use Trennbare Verb. Of course, we will do exercises for Trennbare Verb later. Let's do exercises for this is when you learn something, see if you can how you can learn something very quickly. For example, if I have to learn a lot of verbs very quickly, and if I have to see how I can use these verbs along with modal verbs, this is how I will do. So if you see what I'm doing, I have written the alphabet I can swim. Now, if I want to say I can study, I can learn, I can jog, I can walk, I can run. So I have this card in front of me. Now I have to play this game. How do I say swim in German? How do I say study in German? How do I say learn in German? So, uh, who feels like answering? So you have to give me the
May
verbs. Yeah,
may
loud.
may
Swim means
schwimmen,
yeah, study,
studieren,
and then
lernen, joggen, walk,
laufen.
yeah, laufen, yeah, you told us. Walk and run are same, I guess. Laufen, both.
Walk, laufen, run. You can say laufen, but to be more specific, it will be rennen.
Okay.
Rennen. I'll
Eat,
give you the answers
essen.
on the next slide. Don't worry.
Okay, eat should be essen.
Yeah.
Read should be lesen. And sleep should be schlafen. Write should be schreiben. Speak should be sprechen. Commute should be you told us
Pendel.
pendeln, yeah. Drive should be fahren, and drink should be trinken.
Okay. Florina, home exercise for you. Now, please do it right now. If you don't want to, please. So, we are using modal verben. So we will only have to conjugate modal verb, right? So these ones we don't have to conjugate. So you just have to say ich blah blah schwimmen, ich blah blah studieren, ich blah blah lernen, right? But that blah blah for can it is different, for want to it is different, for must it is different. Please give me this blah blah.
Yeah. Ich können.
No, come on, you cannot say können.
Sorry. Ich kann's
Not
schwimmen.
kann's, ich kann. Please do the
Kann.
homework. Kann.
Okay. Ich want to. Wollen
No.
is want.
Come on, ich will. This was a simple exercise. Last time I told you, remember? Wait. I gave you this table. I told you you have to pass the 4 a.m. test.
Sorry.
Okay. Let's see if Rishabh. Narendra, do you want to do this exercise or you don't think you can right now?
I can try.
Go ahead.
It's wants.
No, it's ich will. Okay, let's do this. Do the homework, guys. So
May I?
Okay.
ich kann. Yeah, Rishabh, you can do it. No problem. So this is what I want, right? So if you say ish, you have to say kann. If you say wollen, for ish it is will. You just have to remember these 4 variations, right? It's not that difficult. Please do it. Okay. Rishabh,
Yeah, sure.
please give me the answer. Thank you. Yeah.
Ich
Narendra,
kann,
Rishabh, please give the answer.
ich kann schwimmen. Ich will schwimmen. Ich muss schwimmen. Ich darf schwimmen. Ich soll schwimmen.
Now do.
Uh, du kannst schwimmen. Du willst schwimmen. Du, du musst schwimmen. Du darfst schwimmen. And should. Yeah, du sollst schwimmen.
Now z, small s z.
Yeah, sie kann schwimmen. Sie will swim, just like ich. Sie will schwimmen. Sie darf schwimmen. Sie muss schwimmen. Sie soll schwimmen.
Yes. Now ihr.
Yeah, just like the same one, because yeah. So I
No,
will do
ihr
it.
it is different.
Wir,
Not
right?
wir, ihr. You, informal, plural. Ihr. Ihr.
Okay, yeah. Just T. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, ihr könnt schwimmen. Ihr wollt schwimmen.
No, not
Ihr
built. It's ihr is the easiest one to remember. You just replace n and replace n with t.
wollt,
So können, könnt, sollen, sollt, dürfen, dürft. Just replace t.
wollt, yeah.
Yeah.
So ihr wollt, where was I? Ihr darft schwimmen.
Not
Ihr sollt
dürft.
dürft. Ihr
One more
dürft.
time. You don't have to think too much. Just take the actual verb, replace the n with te. Ihr könnt,
Ja, können.
sollt, dürft, wollt, möchtet, müsst. There's not, just don't need to think too much. Just replace n with te. We'll continue. Please do the homework, guys. I think we'll do this next time when you've done the homework because I don't want to. So here are the answers. Please do the homework. I hope I'm not being rude. That's not the intention. Okay. Yeah. Do the homework.
It's not Rohit.
Okay. Yeah.
We are just learning, so yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. That's nice to hear.
And I especially want someone to be rude if I'm not doing something.
Okay.
That's
I
why I
mean,
will learn.
yeah. Sometimes.
Thank you for the Trennbare
Yes.
Verben.
Sorry.
Thank you for the Trennbare Verben concept. It's really complicated for me. I couldn't understand. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll do this next time then. Once you have done some homework, because otherwise, it's just plain listening will not help. Because if you think about it, you are spending almost 4 hours with me every day, every week. So eventually, you will end up spending 4 times 6, 4, 6 are 24. You'll end up spending only almost one day of your life with me. So make good use of it. Okay. Yes, we'll continue next time, guys. We'll not do the homework today. I hope. Karthikeyan, we are about to end the session.
Sorry, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, you mentioned 6:58. Correct? Is it correct, actually? But
Yeah,
you
it's correct.
shared.
6:58. So the session starts at 7, and you have to join at like 2 minutes before so that you can, if there is some problem with your internet, you can take care of it.
Okay.
But I mean, this link which I sent just right now, this is so because I have a free account. So for the first that starts at 6:58, that link is in the group description. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, today also, so I'm not able to say. I tried several times, but I'm not able to see the group description. Actually, that is
You cannot
empty.
see group description.
That's what I tried actually. Okay, keep trying and
Okay, I will
try to
send you the
join.
link after this call. I will send you the link. Don't worry. I'll send you the
Okay,
link and you can save it. Okay.
okay, fine.
Yeah, because the link which I posted around 8 a.m. This is for the because 1 hour finishes and then the call ends, and then I create one more call. That is for the second session.
Okay,
Anyhow, we are done for today's session. I will upload the
okay, fine.
recording. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
One more question. Can we
Yes.
replace? It's like if I want to say I want to learn, so I can use I will, ich will lernen, and if I say I would like to learn, so it should also be like it ich will, right?
To
Or
be more specific, then you would have to say ich würde lernen. But this is a B1. So then you have to use, there is something called as Konjunktiv 2. There is something called as Konjunktiv 2. So Konjunktiv 2 is, you use, this is, it's a form every verb as a Konjunktiv 2 form. That means, for example, if you have the verb, let me just make sure it looks better. If you have the verb, sein, right? Connective 2 of sein is wären. And so ich bin, du bist, sie es ist, ihr seid, and for everything else it is sein, that you know. And this will be ich wäre, du wärst, sie wäre, ihr wärt. Now let's talk about what you just said. Uh, this verb, I would like to write. So for them, let me just think 1 second. So you said I would like to write. For that, you should use Vuden. Okay. So Vuden is okay. I don't think it is connected Swa, but Vuden is used to say I would like to. Okay.
okay. If
It's
I
used to
say
express
ich
expression.
möchte, if I say ich möchte lernen,
Yeah, möchte is kind of like, for example, möchte lernen is like, I would like to learn German. So it also means, I would like to. Yeah. But you can also say ich würde Deutsch lernen.
ich würde. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. This connective 2 is kind of tricky, For example, if I say, and this is very important because connective 2 means, you are using imaginary thing. Okay, not. For example, if I say, ich bin dankbar, I means I am thankful, you know. Now, if I say ich wäre dankbar, it means I would be thankful. Now, when do I need to say I would be thankful? For example, like I'm working on a piece of code. Let's say I'm working on a project and I cannot continue forward, right? And my boss comes and says, "Hey, Rohit, do you want some help? Should I, ask this or that guy to help you?" And I will say, "Yeah, ich wäre dankbar." Now not saying ich bin dankbar. I'm saying ich wäre dankbar because that thing has not happened. If that would to happen, if my boss would to bring some other guy to help me, it is in future, it is imaginary, right? It has not yet happened. So now I have to be, now I have to, that's why I'm saying ich wäre dankbar. I'm not saying ich bin dankbar. Okay. You will hear that, for sometimes from your boss, das wäre sehr gut. For example, they will say, that would be nice. Makes sense?
Okay.
Bishop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's imaginary. For example, the verb können, right? So for example, if you want to say, can you please open the door, we discussed this example, right? Kannst du die können.
Ja, können Sie die Tür aufmachen?
Yeah. So where is it? Here, right? To be actually, in real life, people will actually say könnten Sie die Tür aufmachen, because können Sie die Tür aufmachen is like, can you open the door? Again, you think you are being polite, but you are not being polite. You are, I mean, I can just say, right, yes, I can, but I won't. So for example, in school, right, you would go and say, like, can I come? And teacher would say, you can, but you may not. you know uh, so it would be better to say use könnten, because könnten is now imaginary, and you are like, and now it also means you are being,
like could you please? It's
yeah,
like
could you,
could you?
yeah, could you.
Yeah. More polite.
Yeah, more polite. Yeah, but then you have to be careful, because if I there is this content, and then there is this content. There is a difference in pronunciation. It is content and content. This is past tense. This is participes. This is connective twice. So you have to, again. It's not that difficult. If even if you say content, and but you mean content, people will know. Because let's say, example, Narendra calls me and says, Rohit, contest the two aufmachen. I will not say, that your grammar is wrong. You are saying, uh, uh, like you're framing sentence in past tense. I will just open the door, right? Because I know what he's trying to say. you know so I hope makes sense. This makes sense for you, Rishabh.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Makes
but
sense.
Vueden is B1, maybe A2 higher levels, but I think it is B1. Okay, but there is nothing wrong in learning from higher level. So we'll do this. I had this exercise for you. We'll do it in the next time. Okay, no problem. We'll do it next time. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Hope you have a nice weekend. And then,
Oh, one more request,
yes,
please.
please.
Can you please add some more? Can you add some more Trennbare Verben examples in the next slide, in the next
Yeah,
section?
yeah. Actually, like we have like quite a lot over here. Okay, we don't have a lot over here, but I think I will check. I think we will have a lot in the. Okay, let's do it. Why not? So I'll do it. I'll think of. I think I have it somewhere. I posted it on LinkedIn. I will bring it to the next session. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, sure, no worries. Next section.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Okay, Karthikeyan, just ping me so that I can send you the link. Okay, that you
Yeah,
don't
sure.
miss the
Yeah,
next
fine.
session. I'll send you the link. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
danke schön, Roy.
Say again, Narendra.
Guten Wochenende.
No, no, not good. Schönes Wochenende.
Sonnes Wochenende.
Schönes Wochenende. Okay.
Ja,
Alles klar. Dann sehen wir uns am Montag. Bis dann.
ja, genau. Bis dann.
Tschüss.
Ciao.